Hello, Forthright Realists. Welcome back to the Forthright Realist channel. Your support and engagement are truly cherished. Now, imagine a world where you're not constantly stretched thin, where you're in control of your time and energy. That's what we're discussing today, breaking the cycle of saying yes to everything and everyone. We've crafted a guide titled, Don't Say Yes to Everyone, a guide to prioritizing your time and energy. Now it's time to dive in and explore ways to define your priorities. So, why are priorities important? Well, imagine your life as a jar filled with pebbles, sand, and water. The pebbles represent the most important things in your life, such as your health, family, and passions. The sand symbolizes the lesser priorities, like chores or errands, and the water is everything else that fills up your time. If you start by pouring water and sand into the jar, you'll find there's little room for the pebbles. But if you put the pebbles in first, the sand and water naturally find their place around them. This metaphor illustrates the essence of prioritizing. Priorities are crucial because they provide a roadmap for your life. They help you determine where to invest your time and energy. When your actions align with your priorities, you're in a better position to lead a fulfilling and meaningful life. Let's talk about stress. When we're juggling too many tasks without a clear sense of what's truly important, stress often follows. But when we have clear priorities, we can manage our tasks more effectively, reducing stress and increasing our overall sense of well-being. Moreover, having clear priorities can improve productivity. When we know what needs our attention, we can focus our efforts on those tasks, leading to better outcomes. It's about working smarter, not harder. Think about it. If you're clear about your priorities, you're less likely to be swayed by distractions or the demands of others. You can make decisions more confidently, knowing they align with what truly matters to you. For example, if health is a priority, you'll make time for regular exercise and nutritious meals. If family is important, you'll ensure quality time with your loved ones isn't compromised. It's a simple concept, but it's one that can bring profound changes to your daily life. As you can see, having clear priorities can make a significant difference in your life. By focusing on what truly matters, you can regain control of your time, reduce stress, and increase productivity. It's all about putting the pebbles in your jar first. Now let's move on to how to define these priorities. You might be wondering, how do I define my priorities? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer to this, as your priorities are as unique as you are. But here are some practical steps to help you determine what matters most. First off, engage in some serious self-reflection. This isn't about making a to-do list for the week. It's about taking a deep dive into your values, passions, and aspirations. What are the things that you care about most? What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve in life? By asking yourself these questions, you can start to identify the key areas that deserve your time and energy. Next, think about your long-term goals. These are the big picture items that you want to work towards. Maybe it's starting your own business, maybe it's running a marathon, or maybe it's simply cultivating a more balanced lifestyle. Whatever your long-term goals are, write them down. They will serve as a compass, guiding your decisions and helping you set your priorities. Lastly, consider what activities or tasks bring you joy and fulfillment. This is crucial because, let's face it, life's too short to spend our time on things that drain us. So, make a list of the things that energize you, that make you feel alive. These are the things that should be high on your priority list. One more thing. Be honest with yourself. There's no point in setting priorities based on what you think you should do or what others expect of you. Your priorities should be about what you want, what you value, and what brings you joy. And remember, it's okay to say no to things that don't align with your priorities. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Because when you start being intentional about where you invest your time and energy, you'll find that you have more of both to spend on the things that truly matter. Remember, your priorities are personal. They should align with your values and long-term goals. Scene script. Defining your priorities is the first step, but the real change happens when you apply this knowledge. Now that we've understood the importance of defining our priorities and how to do it, let's discuss how to practically apply these in our daily lives. This part is crucial, as it's where we translate our thoughts into actions, where the rubber meets the road. First off, let's talk about learning to say no. It's easier said than done, right? But remember, every time you say yes to something that isn't a priority, you're saying no to something that is. It takes courage and honesty to decline requests that don't align with your priorities. but with practice, it becomes easier. Next, let's discuss creating a schedule that reflects your priorities. This isn't about cramming every minute of your day with tasks. Instead, it's about setting aside time for the things that matter most to you. Consider all aspects of your life: work, family, personal time, health, hobbies, and allocate time to each based on their importance. Remember, it's not about finding time, it's about making time. Finally, we need to make intentional choices that align with our priorities. This is where mindfulness comes into play. Every decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to align with your priorities. Whether it's choosing to spend an evening with loved ones instead of working late, or opting for a healthy meal over fast food, every choice matters. And there you have it, the practical application of your priorities. It starts with saying no to distractions, then creating a schedule that reflects what's important, and finally making mindful decisions that align with your priorities. It's a journey, not a destination, so don't be too hard on yourself if you stumble. With these steps, you can start to reclaim your time and energy for the things that truly matter to you. To wrap things up, let's quickly summarize what we've discussed today. We started our journey by understanding the importance of setting priorities. We acknowledged how often we find ourselves in situations where we feel stretched too thin, trying to cater to everyone and everything. We then moved on to the process of defining our priorities, a task that requires introspection, honesty, and a clear vision of what we want our lives to be. We learned that it's okay to say no, and in fact, it's crucial for our mental health and overall well-being. Next, we delved into practical applications of these principles. We explored how to create a game plan that allows us to gracefully decline requests that do not align with our priorities. Remember, it's not about turning down everything, but rather intentionally choosing what deserves our time and energy. We concluded with the understanding that reclaiming our time for the things that bring us joy and fulfillment is not just an option, it's a necessity. It's about making intentional choices, maintaining a balance, and living a fulfilling life. So, as we part ways today, I leave you with this thought. Don't say yes to everyone. Prioritize your time and energy, define your priorities and stick to them. Remember, it's all about making intentional choices to live a more balanced and fulfilling life. Thanks again for being part of the Forthright Realist community. Stay true to yourself, and until next time, keep it forthright.